If you're postpartum and you feel nobody prepared you for the things that you actually need, this is the video for you. I'm Unique Shantae, mom of 4, and I'm keeping it real about all things motherhood, healing, and lifestyle. So let's get right into it, sister. So we're gonna talk physical essentials. One of the main things that helped me in my postpartum experience is pads. That's number one, guys. We all know that you just pushed a huge human out of your womb. You need something to stop the leakage. Get pads. When I gave birth to my 4th daughter, I used these. As you can see, I still have the bag. She's 6 months old. We use the Prevail, and these are daily pants liners. Let me show you guys how protective these are. This is one that I had. Look how long. Look how long, sis. Look how long, girl. This is going all the way. You see? And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Now, I preferably recommend these for like the first day, first 1 to 2 days. That's when you'll bleed your heaviest. Bleeding will taper down, especially after the first day, and then you can go and utilize the thinner pads. I recommend these for when you are super extremely heavy and you don't want to mess up your sheets and beds and things. So you'll probably still be in the hospital when you're using these unless you leave after day 1. Those are my recommendations for pads. You're gonna need the peri bottle, sis. The peri bottle. This is the lifesaver, my chef's kiss. We all know when you have a baby, you're extremely sore down there. You cannot use tissue, okay? Please do not use tissue on it in the first few days. Eventually, you'll be able to use some tissue, but sis, do not put no tissue down there. The peri bottle is gonna keep you clean and fresh. I was given a peri bottle in the hospital, and I'm a mom of 4, so if I don't have to buy anything, I'm not. So I took that peri bottle from the hospital and I took it home. You just fill it with water and you rinse. I could not imagine my life without a peri bottle. I'm telling you guys, buy a peri bottle. If they don't give you one at your hospital, go purchase a peri bottle. I will not steer you wrong. You're going to need lots of comfortable clothing. Now, my number 1 preference is going to Walmart and getting nightgowns. I recommend this because when you freshly have a baby, right? Your body is so sore and achy. It's going through so many changes. You're bloated, you're puffing up. It's just a gory mess. Gory. You want to feel as comfortable as possible. Get the nightgowns. Get 2-piece sets because you're going to be on the move, going from hospital and appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment. It is literally mind-blowing the amount of appointments you'll have. You don't want to be getting up in a rush. What am I going to put on? Get tons of 2-piece sets. Get things like a size bigger. You don't want anything hugging your body too tight and you're uncomfortable. Go get those nightgowns from Walmart. Next, you're going to need lots and lots of snacks. You're going to be in the bed. You're going to be caring for this baby. I don't know how your support system looks, but sometimes people get flaky, okay? You're going to need things that you can have by your bedside. Quick and simple and easy. These things are essential to you because it helps you to not have to get up and down a little too much. We do want you up and moving at a certain point, but when you first have baby, you need to be resting. So have bedside snacks. For me, I barely was eating, I'm gonna be honest, because postpartum, like, let's be real, you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to stay alive. And sometimes we forget to do the essential things to stay alive. So that's why I said you need snacks, because I was barely eating. I was so extremely stressed from taking care of this new baby, and then I have my other 3 children and they were in school and I was running. I forgot to eat. So we don't want that to happen for you. Get some bedside snacks, girl. Recommend healthy, low sodium snacks, please. Don't be eating no greasy foods, girl, and all that, unless it's like moderation. Everything is good in moderation. Too much of anything is bad for you. Okay? Let's remember that. We don't want you to be unhealthy in this time period. You have to care for you and your newborn baby. So let's pick healthy options. Next, the honorable mention. Get your favorite TV show. Get a series with a lot of episodes, because you're going to be in the house. You're going to be in the house most of the time caring for this new life. So find you a series and binge watch, a movie to binge watch, anything like that to help you through this experience, because you're going to need it. If you don't watch TV, get you some books, get you some good reads. So we're going to move on to the mental preparation, the mental portion of this. Things that you'll need to support your mental health. Number one, a therapist. A therapist, girl. I could not imagine my postpartum experience without my therapist. When I tell you guys, my therapist carried me through my postpartum experience, oh, she carried me. I could not imagine, because my hormones were everywhere. Everything was chaotic. Chaos. It was not bliss and rainbows for me. It could be for you. Even if so, get the therapist. Talk about those blissful moments. It's good to release and get things out. You have to have a therapist on speed dial, girl. Because let's be honest, when you first have a child, you experience something called baby blues. And those are periods of sadness where you are crying uncontrollably over the smallest things. You could experience it, you could not. Everyone's experience is different. But to prevent baby blues, to prevent postpartum depression and things of that nature, go ahead of yourself and get a therapist. I would highly recommend for you to have one specific support person that you know is going to be on speed dial. If you are not able to contact your therapist, you can call your support person. A support person is going to be there to aid and guide you through the things that you don't know, the questions that you have, or even just being that emotional support. It's good to have a support person on speed dial and that is ready and there for you. Make sure you have this person in order before you have baby, so that postpartum can transition very easily. If you do not have a support person, that leads me to my next thing, getting a support. You want to be a part of something, and you want to be a part of a community that understands you and is tailored to you. I preferably use Baby Center. Could not imagine my postpartum or pregnancy without the Baby Center app. I was on there religiously. You understand? If I even sneezed during pregnancy or after, I was on Baby Center like, did anybody else sneeze today? And they were like, yeah, girl, sneezing has happened. Sneezing is currently happening. So, get the app. I love Baby Center down. I would recommend this to every mom. If you ask anybody that I know in my personal life and they're pregnant, I told them about Baby Center. If they're thinking they're pregnant, I told them about Baby Center. If they are planning to get pregnant, Baby Center. Postpartum moms, get Baby Center. This is not sponsored at all whatsoever. I just love Baby Center. It's very informative. It keeps you on top of things. It's like so many people are going through exactly what you're going through in that moment. And that is always helpful, to have people who can relate to what you're experiencing. Go download Baby Center. You'll thank me later. The practical essentials that you'll need is a diaper caddy. You want to keep this next to your bedside. It has all the things that you need, the wipes, the diapers. You want to have meal prep shortcuts. So you want to create meal preps prior to you having the baby. I would say weeks in advance. You want to call a service. You can use HelloFresh or something along those lines. They are a meal prep service that will mail meals right to your door. It's going to be very, very hard to cook meals while your body is going through all these changes and you have a new baby that needs you for every little thing. And you want to be able to nourish your body because you're going to need need nourishment for you to heal properly so you can better age your child and raise your child. In order to do this, you want to meal prep anything. Honorable mention, one thing I don't see talked about enough for postpartum is a blood pressure cuff. You are going to need this because it is a matter of life and death. After having my baby, I experienced postpartum preeclampsia, which is high blood pressure after pregnancy, which is postpartum preeclampsia. When you are postpartum and you leave the hospital and you're so happy and you're in such bliss, you have to remember that you are no longer being monitored by hospital staff. You are no longer closely being watched by a medical professional. So you have to be responsible for this part of your postpartum healing. Get a blood pressure cuff. You want to check your levels every few hours because it is the matter of life and death. I had to rush back to the hospital because I did not have a blood pressure cuff. I was experiencing headaches, heaviness in my chest. I was seeing spots. I felt dizzy, and I just felt as if something was wrong and that I was not going to make it out alive. I literally felt that. You want to watch for these signs. You want to be aware of them because it can make or break your postpartum healing journey. I went to the hospital and I had to be monitored for literally 24 hours, and I was diagnosed within the 24 hours with postpartum preeclampsia. My blood pressure would not regulate no matter what medications they gave me. They found something to get it mildly down, sent me home with a blood pressure cuff to continue monitoring. If I did not go home with that blood pressure cuff, I would not have been able to tell what was going on with me. I cannot stress enough, even if you have to ask your doctor about this, they may not offer you one, go purchase it because you will need it. Even if you feel healthy, sometimes the signs go unnoticed. Check your blood pressure. Make sure things are well. If you can get continuous good levels, that's awesome. But things can also change in a blink of an eye. I was one of those people who thought it could never be me. This is not going to happen to me. It never has. I've had 3 children. I'm on 4th. Hey, it's not going to happen to me. I hear the stories, but they don't obtain to me. I'm young. I'm healthy. I don't have any health issues. But even if that is the case, it can kill you. I was absolutely 100% healthy. No health issues. Was not overweight. Anything of that nature. But my pregnancy with my daughter was just harder than others. And that just happens. It is not anything wrong with you. Don't ever think that is something wrong with you. You are just doing something so huge and so big. And that's why you just want to make sure you're prepared to do this thing. Get the blood pressure cuff. Get it. And make sure you're continuously using it and you're writing down your vitals so that when you go to your 6-week appointment, you can tell your doctor about this, or even if you have to rush and go, you are prepared. If you do have it, they can catch it early on and you can be okay, just like I am sitting here today. Make sure you are prepared. So these are my postpartum essentials. Simple but life-saving. They got me through this experience and I know they'll get you through yours as well. I hope you guys enjoy my postpartum essential tips. Don't forget to like, comment,